Hey girl.
Howdy, 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 my beautiful Gemini. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today, honey, I'm going to be getting into your weekly tarot horoscope reading, Gemini, for the month of November 2021. So if you find some tarot cards that resonate with you in this weekly tarot reading today, Gemini, be sure to let me know in the comments below which tarot cards resonate and how, because that's how I keep up with you, darling. As well as if you do enjoy this tarot reading or you just enjoy my vibe, Gemini, I really would appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot, and I always appreciate it when you do that extra step to support me. Keep in mind, I am just an individual Gemini reading some tarot cards to you. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could. Take the tarot cards that resonate and leave what doesn't. I'm not going to be offended by it. Tarot readings are just here to give you some food for thought, perspective to consider, never making choices in your life. As well as, yeah, I feel like that's all I need to say. Remember, it doesn't matter what you identify as either, Gemini, whether it's he, she, they, them, anything inside or outside of that tarot or gender spectrum. If this reading's going to resonate, it's going to resonate. So let's just jump into your reading now, Gemini. Also, remember, if you want to book a private personal reading with me, my website's always linked down below, SimplyVelca.com. So let's get into this now, Gemini. Let's see what's going on. You guys have the Queen of Cups coming in here, Gemini. So, darling, so I see for many of you guys, you know, the Queen of Cups, I like this energy a lot. I have a lot to say about this, but in this specific tarot deck, the Queen of Cups is, you know, this is an individual who is happily baking something. I was going to say like a cake, happily baking something, Gemini, for their loved ones. You know, this is in, you know, this is in this perspective, I take this as a sign of where it's just like you're feeling really good about connections in your life, good enough, darling, to be baking a cake for them or baking whatever. You know, I feel as if for many of you Geminis, there is just like in general, the relationships that you have in your life, you're feeling extremely fulfilled. Definitely there's, because I am noticing like with this Queen of Cups, just imagery wise, I'm being shown like just her humming. Gender obviously doesn't matter, darling, but for the Queen of Cups humming and just a little more chipper to her step. And so I'm taking this as a sign potentially where it's just, I wouldn't be surprised, Gemini, if people in your life, in your immediate personal life, are spoiling you in some way, where like perhaps maybe someone started to just speak to you in a nicer manner, Gemini, or just something that means a lot to you that kind of went unspoken. You know, it's giving me that sense of where, not to say that you guys fought, Gemini, but it's like an energy where they know they messed up or what have you. There's like a fight, and then the next day they made it up to you and then some by buying you flowers and stuff. And so it's like energies in your life are going to just be really showing their emotions to you, and this makes you really happy. It makes you want to treat them, Gemini. So definitely look at relationships in your life, even if the ones that you did get into a fight with, I see some of you guys kind of being like, what does this mean? Trying to see the hidden motive in this, or, you know, what this represents. Because I feel like this is going to, on some level, it's going to catch you off guard, but it's going to be a nice, pleasant surprise. Now, for whatever the reason, I haven't watched Bob's Burgers. It's a TV show in years at this point, but I'm being shown the mother in Bob's Burgers. I think her name is Tina, dancing around and humming. So yeah, definitely, Gemini, people are really going to be treating you this week. You're going to be feeling very spoiled, very treated. People are really just going to be doing things that make you happy. And a lot of you, I think it's just like the representation of like how they're treating you, being more loving towards you, Gemini, and all of that. So let's continue on with your reading. You have the Emperor card coming in here. So whoever this energy is, it's not usually an energy that shows their emotions to you. It's an energy that you associate just a lot of roughness with, even in like a work environment. It's like a work environment that is just very brutal, darling, right? It's a weird example that I was given. It's just like, y'all are out fighting a war, and then you come back to your base to like your captain bringing home a bunch of pizza, and y'all are having like a pizza party. Obviously, Gemini, like, it's just like the analogy of what it represents of just like going out there and just like having a war, darling, and then like coming in and home base and it's just like a pizza party, and just like not even just like you're eating cheap $5 a pizza, but it's just like what it means for them to go that extra mile to be like to treating you after just having such a rough, like everything else in the outside world is just like taking all of your energy, very much so like in survival mode, Gemini. And that's what I feel like. It's like this energy here, you're going to be snapping out of your survival mode a little bit and being reminded of just all the beauty and the happiness that this world has for you, and from the people and things that are around you. And so definitely there is just like a lot of pleasantries in your life, whether it be socially or in a career, a lot of pleasantries in the midst of a lot of just gruff chaos, Gemini. So I like that a lot for you guys. I celebrate you guys for that. Hopefully if you guys are out fighting in a war, you get more than just a little bit of a pizza party, honey. But yeah, Two of Cups coming in here, very beautiful, Gemini. I really feel as if for many of you guys, you're going to be getting a lot closer with an energy, like something just changes between the dynamics between you and another person, Gemini. Like you just notice like this change in this person where they're just a lot more emotive towards you. They start showing more commitment towards you, Gemini. They really, you know, there's somebody that puts this extra spring to your step, an extra chipper to your step, Gemini. There's a reason for it. Someone puts that smile on your face. Someone is putting that smile while you look on that phone dialing, right? There's something makes you fall in love with this world again and just everything that your life currently is, even if it's all chaotic, right? Even if there's a lot to be depressed about, honey, it's like this small like little beacon of hope here that just means the absolute world to you in just a sea of chaos and darkness, Gemini. So it really does make me happy to see this coming in for y'all. Let's continue on. Gemini, we have here the Knave of Swords coming in here. This is the what is this? This is the Page of Swords, I believe. Page of Swords. Yeah, this is the Page of Swords in this tarot deck. And so with this tarot deck here, with the Page of Swords represents definitely a card being watched, Gemini. Definitely a card being watched. It does feel as if if this is about a person, they're extremely self-aware of, I think I even said this earlier, it's like they're extremely self-aware of like where they went wrong or what they needed to work on. And so Gemini, it feels like this, like as you just continue just being yourself and just trying to take things day by day, it's like the energy around you, people around you, they just see how hard you are working, they see how tired you are, and they're going to be putting a lot more effort into watching what would actually make you happy, right? It's giving me very much so like a scenario where it's like you're window shopping and you stared at one scarf a little longer than normal, and someone's like pays attention to that. They don't say anything, but then it's just like later down the road they give that scarf to you as a present, and then that's like it just like changes like everything that you see in that energy, Gemini. So I like this a lot. This is just a very it's a very romantic in a way, or intimate, really. It's a very intimate energy, intimate play out here. It's very much so like you feel just like where you were initially feeling underappreciated, you just get appreciated and then some, Gemini. Ace of Pentacles coming forward to you guys. And so really, Gemini, y'all's reading is just very straightforward in the sense of where, again, you're going to be spoiled. For my Geminis, if this is all just more career oriented for y'all, I really just see even like in like a boss employer dynamic where it's just like the hard work that you're putting in, people are watching this, people are noticing it, and they treat you. Yeah, as I was saying with that analogy with like the pizza party, and as I was saying, you know, all this stuff, it's like a lot of people at this current point in time, Gemini, see how hard it is that you're working on yourself and just working, just doing the work, really, and you're going to be rewarded for it. It's not going to be immediately, right? It's not going to be immediately, especially because of that Page of Swords, but it's definitely going to be happening for you, Gemini. So let's do one last card for this round. You have the Knight of Swords, and it's going to be coming like it's not just through one specific thing, Gemini. It's going to be coming in through like a large flurry of like a large array of things. It's going to be coming in the shape of like their body language. It's going to be in the shape of how they speak to you. It's like you just like wake up one day and you feel as if you entered like a twilight zone with how different everything is acting and treating you, and how different people are speaking to you, Gemini. And it's coming in really quickly because of that Knight of Swords. So all I can really be saying right now, Gemini, if you don't already excuse me, have this chipper in your step, it's definitely coming to you really it's really quickly, darling. So be on the lookout for that. All right. Okay. I noticed the card that I was going to be pulling, and then it just like, to be sure that I pulled it, they just had all these cards just fly all over the place, Gemini. Let me see. I feel like some cards went down, but it doesn't feel as if, maybe I'm just crazy. Anyways, this card wanted to come out. Oh, which is the Four of Swords for you, Gemini. The Four of Swords steps forward. So definitely healing. Definitely healing. It feels as if there's been any type of relationships in your life, even work related as well, Gemini. It feels like anything that has been feeling really tense, it's going to be lightening up. You know, it's going to be lightening up. A lot of stress is just being relieved for you, Gemini. I'm noticing with this theme of messages, just a lot of stress being alleviated, and it's just in this place of feeling really good. Five of Cups here. Yeah, this is like a situation where it's like something that you didn't like how you were spoken to, or you weren't liking how you were being treated in a certain way, and you have been hyper focusing on it, still probably on some level even now, Gemini. You're hyper focusing on it, and there we go. You're hyper focusing on it, and you're just like, man, I can't believe what have you. You know, as I used with that scarf analogy, maybe you're just like, why didn't they just get this for me when I obviously really clearly wanted it? And it's like they made a mental note of it, Gemini, but they weren't doing it based off of your time frame and like how you think things should be playing out, Gemini. It just feels like this energy over here, it just is functioning at their own pace, Gemini, is really how I feel. It's like they're functioning at their own pace when it comes to you. And because it's not at your pace, it's like you think that they've forgotten and all of this. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. It's very cute. Very, very cute. Let's do one more. We have here the Six of Cups coming in here. So definitely receiving something, definitely being given, made an offering to, definitely from an energy that you're already familiar with, that you have a history with, because the Six of Cups dynamic talking about that history, Gemini. So again, like, your reading is probably the most straightforward, so I'm going to probably be wrapping this up pretty soon for you, Gemini. But it's just like you just are going to be receiving a lot of healing and just a lot of happiness with a situation that you initially just gave up on, or you just initially felt a type of way about because of just how they were being, or how they were speaking to you, or feeling as if you weren't being valued or appreciated. It all changes. And you just very much so realize, just this reminds me of Sagittarius in a way, even though y'all have got completely different cards. So if you have Sagittarius in your chart, check that out. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap that up. Now I'm calling you Sagittarius, Gemini, because I feel like this is all just getting repetitive at this point. It's pretty straightforward. So let's see if there's anything that you need to be watching out for, Gemini, before I close out this reading for you. Is there anything that my Geminis need to be watching out for? Any advice coming in from my Gemini spirit guides and ancestral spiritual team? Let's see here. Anything that my Geminis need to know? You have the Queen of Wands coming in here. Queen of Wands, so definitely watching out for your sense of independence, Gemini. You know, there's a message here that I want to say where it's just like someone's love language, that voice crack, someone's love language to you, Gemini, is just very different to what your love language is. And so there is this sense of just allowing energies to be of service to you. Don't adopt like this extreme lone wolf energy where it's just like being like, oh, it's fine, I can handle it, or what have you, right? Gemini, definitely practice a little bit more vulnerability. It feels like there needs to be a little bit more mushiness to you. Not to say that you're being critical or cruel or harsh or what have you, but I feel like it would do you some good to just, be a little bit more fluffy, be a little bit more, show some more emotions. Knight of Wands coming in here as well. Let's do one more. Star card. All right, so Gemini, my darlings. We're going to have ourselves a little bit of a talk. All right, honey. I see for many of you guys that the way to obtain what it is that you're wanting to obtaining, you have to just and this could be a completely different message from anything that we talked about up until this point, Gemini. There's you're adopting this really lone wolf attitude with things where it's just oh, well, I'm not going to ask for help. I'm not going to whatever because no one cares, or you can only trust in yourself. You're not able to delegate, Gemini. And I feel very strongly in that there are energies wanting to help you, but you have such a lone wolf dynamic here, Gemini, as well with this Knight of Wands here. I really wouldn't be surprised if this is this Knight of Wands represents the type of archetype this individual is, whether they are a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or Gemini. This is just someone that is a little bit more rambunctious, where it's just you normally wouldn't bother asking for help in any type of way because you feel as if they can never be serious. And it feels like you need to just be a little bit more open. Hierophant here. Yeah, there's some type of energy here that you're kind of playing off, Gemini, or dismissing as something a lot more casual than what it is. It's and when I say casual, it doesn't mean a relationship with this situation, or romantic rather. It just feels like there's some type of situation in your life that you're kind of just you feel has no substance, which actually is very deep, very depthful, and actually would be a lot of assistance to you should you give this the chance, Gemini. It's something that I feel that's something to be watching out for. It's just don't be careful about being too dismissive of energies. It's looking, it's you can't judge a book by its cover, and it feels like you only have seen the cover with some type of situation. You haven't really actually allowed this to really reveal its true colors and to reveal its true depths, Gemini. So take that as you will. I'm going to wrap up this reading now, Gemini, with a moon oracle card. And we have the full moon in Pisces, honey, balancing spirituality and practicality. So definitely, my Geminis, this is a time of where, definitely release the grip of the reins that you have for your life. Allow someone else to take over a little bit, have a little bit more trust in the universe. It feels like a lot of you Geminis have really been out of touch spiritually, and started to lose any type of faith or confidence that you have in the universe and your spiritual team. A little side message there, but Gemini, that's the tarot reading that I have for you. Hopefully you found some cards that resonate with you. If you did, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe, darling, and let me know which cards resonate with you. Hopefully I can connect with you in the near future, Gemini. Remember, if you want to book a private personal reading with me, my website's always linked down below, SimplyVelca.com. Next to my social medias, TikTok and Instagram, also just being SimplyVelca. But until next time, my beautiful Gemini, I love you so much. Bye.